Hello. Waiting for you guys to join me. Happy Sunday. It's March 22nd, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're in the right place on the Age Graceful channel. We're just going to wait a few minutes and get some folks into the room. I hope everybody had a lovely weekend. Come on in, come on in. Hey, Red. How are you? Hey, Nettie. How are you, hon? Red says hello to Nettie. I'm well. It's 60 degrees here and sunny. Yep, it did. right. All right. Yep, my notification just went out because I forgot to do it before church. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't do my notification. But I think I got it up about 2:45, somewhere in there. Let me cam up. So you girls doing okay today? All right. Glad to have you here. It is so beautiful outside. Um, Almost there. I think I'll be able to put my bulbs in the ground sooner than I thought I would be able to. And then they give me a chance to get the yard, kind of cleaned up a little bit, any spare leaves and things like that, and get ready to put my greens and tomatoes out. Nettie says, Red December, it's 60 and sunny here where I am as well. A beautiful day. It is gorgeous out. Let's see. Hey, V, Simply You Makeup. V says, hello, everyone. All right, we got the soul food queen in the house. Hey, Sandra, how are you? Sandra says, hello to everyone. Simply You Makeup says, how is everyone doing? I'm doing great, but I do have a update. Simply You Makeup says hello at Red December. And Red says hi at Simply You Makeup and Soul Food Queen. Yep, I do have just a little teeny small health update on my COVID vaccine. Remember, I told you guys that I did not have any side effects or anything like that. Well, within the last couple of days, I did get a side effect. It's called COVID arm. Have you all heard of that? Simply Makeup says, I just emailed you because there was no notification. Yep, I forgot to do it before church. I really did. So I just did it a few minutes ago. Red says no, she's never heard of COVID arm. Okay, well, I have COVID arm. What COVID arm is it occurs in people who have hypersensitivity, like moi. Because remember last week I had bumps, but they all gone now. That I had to tell you how I got rid of these bumps off my forehead. Nettie says no, she's never heard of COVID arm either. Okay, so I'm sensitive. If you look at me too long, I'm gonna break out. That's how sensitive my skin is. COVID arm sometimes it's like a rash, but in most cases, it's a itchy lump. So my arm just started itching around the injection site a few days ago. And so I didn't scratch directly over top of it, but just around it. And you might even be able, let me see if I take this one down and slide over. Nope, this way. Like right there. You might even be able to see the lump up under my shirt. I have a big hard lump and it's a little bit warm to the touch and just slightly tender. But that's what COVID arm is. And it's a lot of people, well, I guess a fair amount of people, enough where they researched it. And so they have determined it as COVID arm. So that's what I'm dealing with. They say it's completely harmless because when I showed Mr. G my arm, he was like, oh God, we got to take you to the hospital. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down a little bit. I said, I'm perfectly fine. I said, I feel fine. I said, just my arm, it itches like to high heaven. And and I got a big lump. The lump is literally this wide from my finger here to my thumb. That's how fat the lump is. It's right there. I got on a long sleeve dress, so I don't think I could pull it up. I don't think, yeah, this elastic right here is not going to get up that far on my arm where I can be able to show you. But I've had it for like maybe 4 or 5 days, somewhere in there now. So if you get your vaccine, especially the Moderna, because that's what I had, it's called COVID arm. Let's see. B says, yes, I heard people complain about their arm after getting the shots. Yep, mine was just like a little tender for the first day. Hey, Cherry Nest TV, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Simply You says, hello at Cherry Nest TV. Wait a minute. There we go. Nettie says, hi at Cherry Nest TV. Simply You Makeup says, hello at Soul Food Queen. Cherry Nest TV says, hi at Simply You Makeup. And at Nettie, Cherry says, which brand of vaccine did you get? The Moderna. Red says, how long are vaccinations effective? I think they said probably like a year, but that they were looking into like booster shots is what I last heard on, how you get your flu vaccine every year. It would be the same type of thing. Cherry says, oh, okay, the Moderna. Red says, hi at Cherry. Soul Food Queen says, wow, yeah, girl, I got COVID. Cherry says, hello at Red. And Nettie says, I haven't gotten the COVID shot, but I get a really sore arm after a flu shot. Yeah, me too. But the worst vaccination, let me take this knife out of my pocket before I stab myself. The worst vaccination that I've had this season is the shingles. That thing, oh, your arm be heavy and sore for like about a week and a half. I mean, like you got beat up bad just in your arm and not the rest of your body. That's how bad that vaccine hurts. Flu, I get that every year since I turned 49 because I got it the year before I turned 50. So I've been getting that for a while now, right? No side effects from the flu vaccine because it was mandatory, working in the hospital to have the flu, uh, uh, the diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, I think it is, DTP, I want to say. V says hello to Nettie. V says here is looking nice. Oh, thank you. I had to try to do something to it myself. I haven't heard from my beautician, and she's going through a little bit of something right now. So I just, sent her a text and told her I was thinking about her and not pressing her because I got plenty of wigs, that's for sure. But I wanted to stay out of the wigs for a while because I was putting products on them that I think broke me out right here. And you all remember last week how red I was here. You'll never believe what I used. Red says, my doctor said I could never get another flu shot after my bad reaction when I was 12 years old. Oh, wow. Yeah, if you have documentation, because I know a lot of my coworkers used to try to get out of the flu vaccination because they make certain things for healthcare providers mandatory. But if you have a written letter from your doctor, then you can kind of get out of that vaccine. Yep. So, working in the hospital, dealing with public, it's all types of vaccinations that you should have. But yeah, my forehead, and you all remember I probably had about what, at least 10 or 15 red bumps right here in my forehead, right in the center. So I love this stuff. Pure Heals. And it has the Cantella 90 ampoule in it. And it's kind of on the thicker side, but it reminds me of uh, witch hazel a little bit, but it's a dropper, and you can see how slow it's coming out of the dropper, a little bit on the thick side. So it takes a little while to like dry down, but I use this because it always works for me. And I really like to put it on first before I put on makeup and let it dry, because it just, gets up under the skin barrier and stops all types of skin irritation for me because I am sensitive. But that Monday following the live, well, actually, no, that evening, my forehead was itching so bad. And I'm like, okay, it's nighttime. What can I do for this itching? And then I had edema or swelling, right? So I'm like, you know what I'm going to use? I got a uh, Preparation H suppository because it stops itching and it reduces edema or swelling. And I took it out of the refrigerator and opened it up, and I rubbed that Preparation H suppository on my forehead. And I kind of forgot that I had done it. And when I woke up the next morning, I saw like this white film. I was looking like a Klingon. I'm like, "Ooh, what is that?" And I was like, "Oh, the Preparation H." But all those bumps went down within 36 hours of the Sunday live. And mostly, using this, but it was itching so bad. I'm like, I'm using this Preparation H suppository to kind of like calm it down because you don't want to keep putting your fingers on it. So now that they're gone, I just have to moisturize my forehead a lot, because sometimes you get like slight scarring when you have blemishes and things like that. So the moisturizer and what else? Lip balm. Lip balm. I put that Best Bud on my forehead too to kind of help smooth out the skin. I sure did, because lips are skin, my forehead is skin. I sure did. I put that Best Bud on my hands when I used too much of the hand sanitizer, and it helped my hands to come back to normal because I had crocodile hands. So things might be made for one purpose, but you might can use them differently to resolve some other issues. And that's exactly what I did. Let's see. Red said, my work isn't requiring it. Okay. Cherry says, my job has required the shot either yet. Okay. Yep. Some jobs don't, but working in the hospital, we got to protect ourselves as well as the patients. Team Gravely presents. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. V says, hello at Team Gravely presents. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, so I had a few interesting hours with those bumps, but my head feels so much better, and I could tell after I used the Preparation H, because it has cortisone in it, that it really calmed my skin down and wasn't itchy. I didn't have to suffer with that anymore. So what do you guys have up? Has anybody gotten any new makeup palettes, any new makeup. Because I have something I want to share. Cherry says, I work at a university, but working from home since last year, but they haven't required the vaccine to be on campus. Okay, all right. Yep. I think they pretty much are leaving it up, to individuals. They don't want to make it mandatory because I've heard so much about like herd immunization and um, you know, kind of taking it that way, but I don't know with the different variants that are going on, like for weeks, the numbers in Michigan in terms of like new cases had gone down significantly, like right before the wedding and a little bit after the wedding. But in the past maybe 2 weeks, the cases have increased, but not the deaths. Like one day I went on, and for the first time, I saw 0 deaths. The day after, I saw 25, but 24 of them were from another count on a different day or days that weren't included in the count. So I guess we had one death that particular day. It's like the deaths are like extremely low, but the cases continue to grow, and that's because people are like going back to work at some schools that are open, especially not Detroit public schools because we don't have all the fancy air purification systems and things like they do in the suburbs. But if I go like for a doctor's visit and roll through a suburb, then you see all the cheese buses have picked up the students and the parking lot is full. So some schools are back. Soul Food Queen says hello and welcome. Red says my across the street neighbor has been in the hospital for 4 weeks with COVID. Oh, she's still in there? I remember you telling me about her. Cherry says 4 weeks. Yep, I think she's an elderly lady. Nettie says, wow, 4 weeks is a long time. Yep. Cherry says, I forget you are in Detroit. I work at WSU. Okay. All right then. Okay, so you know what's going on around here. Okay. So I have a palette that I want to share with you guys. I was watching someone's BoxyCharm unboxing. I can't remember which channel it was. I think it was Diana Larson's. But anyway, in the BoxyCharm, they included this palette called the Queen palette. And I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So to get the Queen palette, I would have had to wait for it to come from overseas dealing with the company. And so they had it on Amazon. So let me take this one down. Isn't this a beautiful palette? I think that this palette alone, just the name and that beautiful crown, is a palette that every woman should have. And the palette is by Eloise Beauty. And they're in Kensington and Chelsea, London. Created and formulated in the UK, made in PRC. I'm not quite sure what the PRC is, but like I said, it's made overseas and it's vegan and animal cruelty free, and it has a shelf life of 24 months. So the weight is 20 grams, which is equal to 0.78 ounces. So they describe this palette as being 20 pigment palette in 4 stunning textures of 8 buttery mattes, 6 shimmers, 1 pressed pearl, 4 metallics, and 1 duochrome topper. And just to tell you a little bit about it, it says the Queen palette possesses immense energy of life, femininity, and strength. Each color tells a story. Each color holds infinite power and carries a unique narrative. Our colors are inspired by our stories, tales, and legends of kingdoms, taking you through a journey in time from the past to the present, an era of femininity, grace, and power. Doesn't that all sound good? Well, it sounded good to me, and I no longer receive BoxyCharm because I rather do things like this or get those mystery boxes on Poshmark, just things like that. I'm enjoying doing a whole lot more than getting the BoxyCharm. Let's see. B says, Michelle Cherry, Nest TV is Tanya. Oh, okay, Tanya. I have been to her channel. Okay, welcome, Tanya. I didn't realize that. So I'm like thinking in my head, so we got another Detroiter. That is great. All right. Thank you, V. Red says, yes, strikingly beautiful. Did anybody receive this? If you get BoxyCharm, Nettie says that's really pretty. V says, I wanted to buy this palette, but I did not know much about it yet, so I did not purchase it yet. Soul Food Queen says, very nice colors. Tanya says, thanks at Simply You Makeup. Hey, beautiful natural makeup. Hi, everyone. Just checking in. Well, I appreciate you for doing that. I hope you had a good birthday week. V says, Tanya's Beauty Box. And Tanya says, I got that palette in my BoxyCharm. Okay, see, so when I saw this, I was like, dang, I don't get BoxyCharm anymore. And I think on Amazon, I paid like $22 for this palette, and I got it like, I think it didn't come from the Amazon warehouse, so I had to wait for a third-party buyer to send it to me. So it took like about a week, which is still not too bad, but I don't know how long it would have took coming from London. That's the only thing. The $22 for $3 more, I could have had the base box Boxy, but that would have been subscribing to the subscription again, and then seeing if they still had this where you can purchase things on the side outside of your box, because of course I missed the month that it came out in. Beautiful Natural Makeup says, yes, I did. Okay. Red says, there is an actual Thanksgiving turkey in our front yard. The dogs are going crazy, barking. Oh my God. I've seen some turkeys like, this wasn't far out in the wooded area either. It was just that there was brush behind some apartments. And so there were some wild turkeys, and they made it down to the main road. And it was so funny to see them. It scared this one man. He had just come out of his apartment. He saw that big turkey walking around. He ran back in his apartment. Tanya is laughing at Red. V says, hello at Beautiful Natural Makeup. And Tanya says, I ended up with 2 of those palettes and gave away one in a giveaway. Oh, wow. Okay. Beautiful Natural Makeup says, hi. Simply You Makeup. Hi, dear. Okay, so I'm going to take the cover off and see what these shades are looking like. And it does have a mirror, so I'm just going to try to pull the mirror back so it doesn't bling you. These are gorgeous. And they look like royalty, don't they? Look at the purple over here. I like this turquoise one down here in the bottom. That's real pretty. Um, these pinks are very pretty. This is a beautiful palette. So I'm just looking at this to see, and I think I can get away with using this. I was going to use one of the Kara Beauty palettes for the look that we have coming up with the Beauty Over 40 collab group. We're getting ready to do a video at the end of the month. So I think I can get away with this. I really do. Look at this soft one there. Isn't that beautiful? So you guys will see this palette. The video will post the last Tuesday of the month. We post the last Tuesday of every month. So this will be coming back to a YouTube channel near you this month. How about that? So I just had to share that beautiful palette with you. And while my mind is on it, I'm going to share an experience I had that really brightened my day. I don't know how many of you watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Does anybody watch that? Oh, I see somebody in here I haven't seen in a long time. Princess Minnie, hi, how are you? Red says, right in Minneapolis. Beautiful Natural Makeup says, wow, very beautiful colors. Nettie says, oh, lovely colors. And Princess Minnie says, hi, dear, how are you? Oh, my goodness, it's good to see you. I just get excited when Princess Minnie comes in the room. It's good to see you. Okay, so Housewives of Atlanta. There's one lady on there by the name of Phaedra Parks. She's an attorney. And she also dibbles and dabbles in mortuary science, and she's now working for one of the largest funeral homes in the Atlanta area. And I think she is looking forward to having her own funeral home one day. So she wants to learn everything she can. She's very smart. She was married, now divorced, and she has two small sons. But anyway, I was on Bigo the other night. I watch Bigo every day because I'm still contemplating if I want to become a host on Bigo. So she has a Bigo page, and I saw that she was on. I went in her room and I said hello. I've been in her room before, and but only a couple of times. And so when I said hello to her, she was like, hello, Age Graceful. She was like, you look beautiful. Did you just get married? Because my avatar was the picture with my grandson walking me down the aisle. And so I told her, yes, I did just get married. And so she says, well, congratulations to you. I'm so happy for you. She was like, would you come in my box and talk to us about marriage and tell us how you all met and give us like some information on marriage, because some people in the chat had started saying that they were going through a divorce. So I went up in her box and had a nice conversation with her, almost 30 minutes. And I was super excited about it. I wasn't prepared for it. I had just put rollers in my hair, so I didn't cam up, so I stayed on audio. And that was fine with her. She was like, if you come up, she's like, you don't have to cam up. You can come up on audio. So that's what I did, because, you don't get opportunities to talk directly to a celebrity every day. So I get up and I'm talking to her, and I said, oh my goodness, I wish that I could have known about this opportunity so I could like record it, and then I would have it like, for a keepsake at the very least, because like I said, who gets that many opportunities to talk to a celebrity? So I got a bright idea to record it with my iPad, because I didn't know how to screen record on my phone. I have since taught myself how to screen record, because as I watched it back, of course it had movement, because I'm holding my iPad for 30 minutes and I've got it focused in on my phone. Bigo is a phone app. And so I did record our conversation together, but I did not put it on YouTube. I kind of felt um, like I didn't ask her permission, even though we were in a public format, and it's like hundreds of people there, and she's talking to everyone. I still didn't feel comfortable with it. So I decided I would just put it on my Facebook. So if you're interested, one of my Facebooks is open. I have 7 Facebooks, believe it or not, but one of them is open. And if you want to see the little interview with Phaedra, it's up under Michelle Bernice. Red, she went and took a look at it, and it kind of tickled me. She said that she enjoyed it so much she watched it a few times. So I appreciate that, Red. Let's see. Princess Minnie gives me a smiley face. Cherry says everyone is getting in on Bigo. Yep, they are. Because you can make so much money, the potential. Cherry says, wow, congrats on your marriage. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sandra says, good story, Michelle. Yep, I told Sandra about it Friday evening. I think it was like Thursday evening that it happened, if I remember right. Either Wednesday or Thursday evening. Red says, that is so exciting. Nettie says, what is the Facebook name again? It's Michelle Vernice, Michelle, and then Vernice, Michelle Vernice. And yep, it's there on that particular page. And I can't remember. I might have like a couple of pictures there from the wedding. I don't have the professional ones back yet, because we just got married the day before Valentine's Day. But he did call, or actually he texted me and said that he was waiting on our customized photo album to come in. And soon as the photo album came in, he would get the pictures to us. So I'm kind of excited about that. But the video, that'll be a while before I get the video back. Beautiful Natural Makeup says, I don't have your Facebook page. Yep. Here, let me type it in the chat right quick. Oh, thank you, Red. Yep, and it's open. I think the only one that might be locked is the my older page that I had when I very first met Mr. G, and I have you know, quite a few photos over there on that channel. Um, what is this next box? Juvia's Place. They had a was it 50 or 60% off sale? And so they had one palette that I had been wanting. So I got it for $7.50. Yes. And it's the Nubian Royals. Put this sheet here. This is the box that it came in. Juvia's Palace has a sale. Juvia's Place has a sale just about every day. So don't feel like you missed out. But it's not always on everything. They'll select certain products that they might have overstock on, and they'll put those on sale. So I like this palette because of the blues in it. This is the front of the cover of the palette. This palette, the shades do not have any names, but this is like a blue plum type of a palette. And I don't have a palette like this. I have a lot of pinks. I have a lot of neutrals, but nothing quite like this. So $7.50 is not too bad for this palette. If I want to say it was 50% off. So Juvia's Place has really nice eyeshadow palettes. The pigmentation is always on point. And it goes on, most of the shades go on really nicely. It's very rare that you have like a really patchy shade. There are some shades, however, that are not good to be placed around your eye. Right. But still and yet they made eyeshadows with them. One of the girls in my Beauty Over 40 makeup collab group suffers with irritation from some of the Juvia's palettes, not all of them, and not each and every shade. Is some of the shades she cannot wear, and her eyes will water and they will swell up on her. And so when she finds that that happens, then she can't use that shade. And if it happens, then she, of course, has to stay away from makeup for a while, especially around her eyes. But there's a product that they put in here that is not supposed to be used around the eyes. So I'm not exactly sure which product that is, but if you go to her channel, Brown Brows on youtube.com, and find her videos, she has a couple of them where she'll share her experience with those particular shades. What else do I have in my box? I'm just going to dig it out, then I'm going to look at my comments. I got this. in this. Oh, maybe I better leave that there. Let me look at the comments first. Red says, this is the video off of Facebook with Phaedra. Okay, all right then. V says, I have this palette and it is beautiful and very pigmented. Okay. Hey, Darylyn, how are you, hon? Out with family, but wanted to send my love. Love you too, doll. Enjoy your family and tell them all I said hello. Beautiful Natural Makeup says, to get it into Canada, we have to pay a little bit more, but I also love Juvia's Place. Wow, really? Well, yeah, I guess so because of the exchange rate. Um, in terms of the money, the exchange rate is different. Um, Beautiful Natural Makeup says, very beautiful color. Red says, I watched the interview that Michelle did with Phaedra Parks 3 times and I loved it. Thank you so much, Red. Darylyn says, Born This Way concealer bothers my eyes. Really? Well, I mean, sometimes things like that happen. You have to be careful with products around your eyes. You really do. And if, like, I haven't had anything to bother my eye per se, but my skin, because my skin is so sensitive. Okay, so last week I put on issue number 1, the magazine covers Kara beauty palettes. So I had talked to Monique. Well, not talked to her. I put in her comment section that I had been able to find all 3 of the issues of the magazine cover. And when I told her that, I watched another live of hers where she was showing that they had some minis that were going to be coming to Marshall. So here me and Mr. G go again. He's so sweet. Shopping for the minis. And I wasn't able to find all of them. Let me dig this one out so I can share with you. I was able to find, I was going to slip a little bit. This Kara Beauty Mini. And this one is called La Reina Aztec Shadow Palette. And they're $4.99 if you can find them at Marshall's. This is another Kara Beauty. The other 2, I believe, one of the ladies on the front of it is Asian. And what is the other one? I can't remember. But they're beautifully dressed, with their traditional headgear and things like that. And so, out of all 3 of these minis, even though I can only find this one, I think I lucked out getting the most beautiful out of the 3. I'm just going to open it up so I can show you. I mean, it has examples on the back, but I want to show you the inside. This one has a mirror too. The shades are not on the palette itself. However, they are on the back of the palette as well as the back of the box. Aren't these some beautiful shades? And the Kara Beauty, some of the shades are very pigmented, similar to Juvia's Place. Kara Beauty makes some nice palettes. I'm not going to say every shade, because I know last week in using the ones that I used for that look, I had to, kind of pack on the shadow a little bit to build it up. But these shades are really nice and colorful for the spring and summertime. So $4.99. While I was out shopping, you guys remember V had said that she found all the magazine issues except for the one that looks like a black girl. So I found her one of those, and I'll be sending it out this week. V, I didn't get it out in the mail yet, but I'm going to send it out this week. Let's see. V says, hello, it's my darling life. And V says, I have to get this palette. I mean, they're so pretty and so reasonably priced. That was $4.99. If you go to the Kara Beauty website to get all three of those palettes, that series is like $52. That's a big savings when you can save so much more money at Marshall's. Then there's the Pro Series from Kara Beauty. Pro 9, 10, 11, and 12. I was able to find two of them. The Pro Series cost $91. And each one of these palettes was $8.99 from Marshalls. So if you are able to find all four of the Pro Series, you'll only be spending like 30 something bucks, like 37, 38 bucks as compared to $92. So I found the Kara Beauty Essentials first on one of our runs to Marshall's. Wait, let me take this one comment down so you can see. And these are the shades here in this particular palette. This is the Pro 12. And then the Pro 11, so I'm missing 9 and 10. The Pro 11 is called the Gentle Teaser, and you can see that the palette is just a different shade of peach. And these are the shades in the teaser palette, Gentle Teaser palette. So I'm going to be doing some looks out of these palettes sometime, this for the spring and summer. Then I also almost missed this one because I had never heard of it. I don't know if it's an older palette. This is by Kara Beauty as well, but it was in like little teeny writing down here at the bottom. You could barely see, but it's called the Orange Pop. And these shades have names. Orange Pop. And I thought that this was another beautiful palette, like for maybe summertime, maybe even right up into the fall, some of these shades, depending on how you mix and match them. Some of those rust and deep orange and corals and the browns, and looks like maybe even like a burgundy type shade there, but very beautiful. $4.99. And when I went on the Cara Beauty website, I didn't see the orange pop palette. So I'm thinking that it might be an older palette, but still, probably when it was out, it had to probably be maybe at least $15, $16 for that palette. So that was my Marshalls run. And I looked up and got some pretty nice palettes. So I'm not gonna bother Mr. G anymore because he did some driving. I put it on Instagram because he really did the hours that it took drive the equivalent of the time it would take to get from Detroit to Las Vegas to help me get certain palettes. Let's see. Sandra says very colorful, love it. Red says I too like the green, orange, and black shades. Okay. So TJ Maxx was the next store we went to. Looking because Marshalls and TJ Maxx are sisters. So when I went to TJ Maxx, I found red a palette from Cara Beauty, but it's the Spanish girl. So I'll be sending you two guys those palettes this week. Surprise, surprise. How about that? And I don't know which palette this oh, it probably came out of this smaller one here. So I was excited. It was kind of funny though. Mr. G has been helping me so much to find the palettes. He was like, I see one. I see one. He was like, I can spot them before we get all the way over there. He's even learned to know what the palettes look like. Nice, Mr. G. Yep. He's a sweetheart. He really is. This is so good. You all like pecan pie? I haven't had anything to eat today. Mr. G's son is doing a barbecue. So he went to the barbecue while I go live, but he's supposed to bring me back a plate. And if he forgets, we barbecued yesterday, so I guess I could just heat up something. But I don't have any sides, so that's why I want a plate. So good. Red says, oh my God, you like pecan pie? I heated it up in the oven before the live, but I left it in there a little bit too long and it was too hot. But it's so good. And I know how to make them, but it's been a while. It's nothing but eggs, butter, and corn syrup. The base of it is, and your pecans, and you just pour it in your shell and bake it. And the eggs kind of set up like how it would be like if you fixed macaroni and cheese or something like that. Once it cools off, so good. Something I don't need, but I absolutely love it. Okay, so that's it on my eyeshadow palette and my recent finds at Marshall and TJ Maxx. And so I'm sharing with V and Red those extra palettes that I found. I was really looking to be able to find some of the mini palettes so that I could potentially share with Monique, but it didn't work out that way. All right. Maybe I better stand up. This box is so heavy. All right. We're going to do an unboxing. So, there's a company called Super Clean. Two people on YouTube have done this unboxing that I know. Darylyn, she was just in here, and Tiger Lily channel. Apple Boss, how are you? I saw your name pop up at the bottom. How you doing? B says, thank you very much, Michelle and Mr. G, for shopping for me. I appreciate it. Oh, no problem. Because after you said you couldn't find the palette that looks like the black girl, I felt bad for you. So I say, well, let me see if I could find it for her. So you can have a complete set, you know. Apple Boss, how have you been? I'm up here eating pecan pie, but I would much rather have one of those apples you do. If you all like candied apples, you have to go to the Apple Boss channel. And it's not your ordinary candied apple. This woman can decorate all types of fruit to perfection. I've never seen anything like it. So if you get a chance, go over to the Apple Boss channel. She's another channel I've known since I very first started on YouTube, and I absolutely love her work. Let's see. Red says hello at the Apple Boss. Apple Boss says I'm good. How's everybody doing? We're all doing great. I think we all have beautiful weather today. Let's see. Nettie says hello at the Apple Boss. And V says hello at the Apple Boss. I kind of skipped over one of my comments. Yep, so two channels that I know have done unboxing for this company. Super Clean is the name of the company. If you are interested in reviewing their product or doing an unboxing, they're very easy to work with. You could just contact them through email. Just Google them and get their email address. And I think I dealt with someone named Benjamin. This box weighs 12 pounds. That's why I had to stand up and pick it up. There was no way I could do that to my back. So let's get it opened here. Today, I'm just going to do the unboxing for the product. And then when I actually use it, I'll do a video. I have my mother's curio cabinet from my dad's house. And it's quite old. But it's just, you know, sentiment attached to it. So I want to see if this is a product that I can use to clean like the mirror and the glass. I'm not sure because I've seen it be used on an oven and I've seen it be used on stainless steel. And both of those came out good. Oh my goodness. Wow. No wonder my box was so heavy. Okay. So I have a Tough Task Cleaner Degreaser, dissolves grease, super easy, super fast, biodegradable detergents. So this is a spray bottle. This one is a wheel cleaner for your car. So they even sent something Mr. G could use. And these are full-size products. And this one is a aerosol spray can that's still the Super Clean. And it's the same product, but a different formula. Dissolves grease, super easy, super fast, Tough Task Cleaner Degreaser. Harmful if swallowed. And it shows on the back of the can you can use it on brakes, grills, and engines. It shows all those different things that you can use it on. Okay. Let's see. Also, it says it can be used on tools, driveways, outdoor furniture, marine. So I guess maybe your boats, kitchens, bathrooms, stainless steel, fiberglass, concrete, and many other cleaning uses. Perfect for your super tough messes. So when I actually review it, then I'll read a little bit more about what it says on the can. Floor absorbent, absorbs spill, super easy, super fast, virtually dust free, easy to pour and store. Equivalent up to 15 pounds of clay. Now I'm not really sure. Okay, on the back it shows multi-purpose for home, garage, manufacturing, sports and field, airport, transportation, farms, and drilling. So I guess any type of spill, maybe I guess maybe like oil in your driveway. You can shake some of this stuff on the oil spill. So I got this. Darylyn and Tiger Lily did not get this one. And they also didn't get the one that's for the wheels of your car. They didn't get those two. Take this out. Take this out. Put this back. I also got a hat. Super Clean hat. And a t-shirt. Super Clean t-shirt. This card here just says Super Clean. I thought maybe it was a decal. Maybe it is a decal. Super Clean decal. And then an informational letter. My name is Jessica, and I'm the social marketing specialist for Super Clean. Going forward, I will be your direct contact, so please let me know if you have any questions. Once you've created a video on your channel, please email me at j.hefling@superclean.com with the video link so we are able to see it. So here's a picture of her. So I have a direct contact. I can share information with her, ask questions. So that floor absorbent, it says here that it's available at AutoZone. And I know they also have a website that you can purchase these products. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And they're in Eagan, Minnesota. And then here, which product is this? Because they're saying adding water to something. Oh, they have some other products that are liquid. They have a big product line here. This side. Over here. Like these half a gallon and gallons of detergent, some type of detergent. Then they explain how to mix it with water. But you can also, it looks like, use it full strength as a drain opener and on scuff marks. So I'll be doing a review on my channel on this product soon. And I'm gonna have to read it a little bit more. I might not be able to use it in the manner that I thought I would be able to on Mirror and Glass, but I'll look it over later. But I just wanted to do the unboxing with you guys and share with you that if you're interested in reviewing something like this, that you can contact them. And what was it? I think like within 3 days of my initial contact, this box came yesterday evening. Mr. G brought it in the house. I'm like, wow, that was really fast. It's like as soon as I talked to, sent them a email, Ben got right back to me like the very next day, I want to say it was, and asked for my mailing address. And then you see, now I have the actual product. So I think that that's very good customer service. So I guess maybe people who have large businesses, if they order products from them, it looks like they have like super fast shipping. So I wanted to share that with you guys too. Let's see. Nettie says hello to the Apple boss. Red says what a surprise. Red says unboxings are fun. They are. I like them. Sandra says I love unboxings too, Red. Yep, they are fun. And Red says good customer service. It was. I was shocked to see that box in his hand last night, because when he brought it in, I'm like, what is this? Because usually, well, sometimes people will say, well, we'll be sending products out to you. I mean, which he did say that, but I didn't think it would be like that quick. Like it went down like really fast, like literally like in 3 days. 3 days. So super clean, super fast. I can say that much. How about that? Yeah. So I didn't see earlier if anyone besides me has been shopping and bought any makeup, eyeshadow palettes, foundation, anything new, a new lip color. And if you did, what did you get? And how did you like it when you used it? My coffee is not warm anymore. It still tastes good though. I could take it and make iced coffee with it though. I like iced coffee. is that? So far, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm gonna take that as a no. No one went shopping. Because I could shop. I could shop forever. Let's see. Red says, I got LA Colors liquid sparkles of silver, gold, and blue. Okay, so was that nail polish or an eyeshadow palette? Rousselle's daughter. Hey, hon. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Good to see you. V says, I bought the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum and Eye Serum. Oh, okay. Lavinia, she swears by those products. She likes that. She uses that a lot. She has one of those coolers. Does anybody else have a cooler for their complexion products and their serums? Nettie says, hi at Rousselle's daughter. Red says for the eyes. Oh, okay. All right then. V says hello at Rousselle's daughter. Red says each one is sold separately at Target. Okay, so they're single eyeshadows. Okay. V says no cooler. Would you buy one if you had an opportunity? Nettie says, I don't, but I saw Lavinia's mini fridge. It is cute. I don't know if it's a certain temp to that fridge, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't have, she has a lot of those type of products. I don't have I mean, I do, but I don't have a ritual where I use this product in the AM, this one in the afternoon, this one in the PM. And she does, have a skincare regimen where she uses the different products throughout the day. And I guess if I thought that by keeping something cool before I put it on my face, I would maybe just use my regular refrigerator, like buy a basket, a cute little straw basket or something like that, and put my little products in it and find, a little area on one of my shelves and just put it in the refrigerator like that. Instead of that, refrigerator just for your products. I think one company, you could buy their product and then they also had the little fridge that you can get at the same time. Like you could get it like in a set. V says, no, I don't see the need. Okay, yeah. That's how I kind of feel about it. But I wanted to get you guys' idea on a refrigerator just for products, when you can use your own refrigerator. Rousselle's daughter says, I'm good at Nettie and at Simply. Beautiful Natural Makeup says, I did step out, but because I'm cooking. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. That is fine. Yeah. Hey, Jazzy Blue, how are you? Hey, y'all, just popped on to let you know I received the palette and I'm going to do a look And I'm going to send you a picture. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you are welcome, baby. I'm glad you have it. I know Nettie, she sent a email saying that she had got her palette as well. So that's good. I'm glad to hear it. So the next palettes going out are V and Red. You're going to get, those Cara Beauty magazine cover palettes. Yeah, V number 3 and Red number 2. I believe it's the right numbers. Sandra says, going to the kitchen for a minute. I'll be back. Okay, I know you got something good going on in there, girl. Jesse says, I'm in the process of packing because I'm looking to move soon. I was a property manager, got fed up with the BS coming from the company. Oh, wow. I was just watching a YouTube video. Beloved sister Adrian, Adrian and I, we have, a little small relationship where we, talk back and forth a little bit. And I was just watching a video that she had put out because she moved from Milwaukee, I believe it is, to like Florida, somewhere nice and warm. It had a nice apartment, but now she's saying that the people at the apartment are scammers in some sort of way. I need to finish watching the video and get the full scoop. But I think she might be coming back to Milwaukee. And you're on the opposite side. You're in management, but she was an actual renter. So I guess between dealing with the company, because the company is telling you one thing, and then you got the renters that might have issues, and you the one kind of like in the middle that has to deal with everything. So I could see that happening, because she said that she got so upset with like the person that's in your position that she went off on them. And it was so bad because she's feisty. I don't know if you've ever watched her videos, but she's very feisty, I'll put it that way. And they called the police out. Let's see. B says hello at Jazzy Blue. And Jazzy Blue says hi at Simply You Makeup. Yeah, so I can't wait to watch the rest of the video, because I was happy for her that she was able to make like a new start and get a nice apartment. And I think it's Florida, beautiful city and what have you, different things to do because it's like really nice and warm all the time. And now it might not be working out for her. So Jazzy says these companies don't even back you up. See, that's what I'm saying. I could see you like in the middle. So you're right. That ish is not cool. Rusel's daughter says property management, lots of insanity. Been in that position. My daughter had that position. Oh wow. Yeah. I can imagine how it would be. I'm kind of curious about this orange pop because it wasn't anything that I was looking for. So I'm going to open it just to see. The only ones I'm not going to open because, one, I don't have the full set, the Pro 9 and 10. I have the Pro 11 and 12. I don't know if I'll continue to look for them or not. But just having, parts of the set is still nice. But this one, I did not expect. And the palette is just so pretty. I just love orange and yellow. And I've had a couple of outfits that were the same colors in the summertime back in my partying days. And I had orange sandals, you know, sandals with the heel on it when I, used to go dancing. So this kind of brings back memories of those days. This one has a mirror too. And this one has the shades, the names of the shades right up under it. That is gorgeous. I'm so glad I opened it now. Let's see. Red says, hi to the 10 in the chat. Yes, hello to the 10 in the chat. Did everybody thumbs up this video when you came in? I appreciate it. That helps me out too. Jazzy says that free rent is worth it. I'm ready to pay rent. Isn't worth it. I'm ready to pay rent and be at peace. I know. I know. I had a girlfriend too. I just remembered her and her husband, they managed the apartment building and they had free rent for some years. But that was back in the 80s. And we were in our 20s then. Um, yeah, yeah, we were in our 20s, and they would sleep during the day and party at night because they had free rent. B says, "Who is that palette from?" This is Cara Beauty. I just opened that orange pop one because I wanted to see what it looked like, and I keep holding up this palette. You see what's in the center of this palette, right? What kind of leaf is that? That's what made me want to open it. You know what kind of leaf that is. You see it, guys? Beautiful Natural Makeup says, I use their palette. I have a few at home here. Okay. Rusel's daughter says, orange, yellows, and red are beautiful colors against color complexions. Yes. Yes, it is. V says, yes, I see the leaf. Yeah. Nettie says, wee. Yes, it is. Wait, I'm gonna take Nettie's comment down so you all can see this. Because when I kept looking at it, I'm like, that's a beautiful design on the palette. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm curious now. But it's Cara Beauty. Wait, this way, Michelle. Cara Beauty Orange Pop. And this palette is gorgeous. So let's see. The first shade is called Light It Up. It's kind of like a gold over here. Oh, it is kind of buttery soft. So I'll put, whoa, look at that. Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous. And that was just a little bit on my finger. The next one, that's called Light It Up. And the next one is called, see, we going somewhere with that leaf on the front of this box. Light It Up. The next one is called Loud. And it's like a pumpkin looking shade. That's pretty too. The next one is called Torch. What did I go buy, y'all? I can't wait to tell Mr. G. This looks kind of, well, no, that's more mustard. This is like a orangey mustard. And that's a matte. These two are mattes. Rolling up. Oh, this is like kind of like a glittery topper. I'm going to put this off to the side. Look at it on my finger though. Oh, I had to press down hard. Okay, after I pressed down hard, then it came off. I was kind of tapping it on. Sativa. Now this is for sure, this is like a mustard color or shade. And there's a little bit difference between these two. I didn't think it would be, but there is. Okay, I got to go to some of this orangeness. The orange one is called cannabis. That's the orange one. Now I need to wipe my finger off right quick. These shade names are cracking me up right now. Red says not legal in Minnesota. It is here in Michigan. Nettie says that is absolutely gorgeous. It is. I'm so glad I opened it. Russell is laughing. V says by the time you are finished watching this palette, we'll all be high. Hey, Cola, how are you? It's good to see you. How's it been going? And are you still on Bigo? I haven't seen like any notification from you. I go on mostly at night and watch the Messy Sector at nighttime. Nettie is laughing at V. Red says, you got to tell Mr. G about the orange shade. Oh, I am. He's going to laugh because I didn't know what I was buying. I had never even seen it. V says, hello at Cola. Red says, hi at Cola. James, great to see you. Yep. Like I say, it was sitting there and I just picked it up. Let's see. Russell's daughter says it's legal out here in Las Vegas. Okay, right. I want to say Shawnee O'Neal, doesn't she, Shaq's wife, doesn't she have a place out there in Vegas? Okay. Now this kind of red color is called Red Eyes. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at it on my finger. I'm so glad I got this palette. Let's see. One of them is called, now this is an orange, but it's like a glittery orange. It's called a dime. That's a dime. You know what? Even though we have to wear masks, our eyes can look good. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. This one is called, this is a different orange. It's called 420. You know, they have National 420 Day. And here in Michigan, all the dispensaries have sales on their marijuana. That's $4.20. And you can see it looks similar to Red Eyes, but it's more orange than the Red Eyes. And I'm going to do one more. It's called, only because of the name, this kind of gold one here is called Blunted. That's a different gold. So put that one right there. Baby, Kara Beauty, $4.99. These shades are worthy of a palette costing much, much more. And so I can see why Kara Beauty on their website, they charge, quite a bit for their palettes on their direct website. But just keep checking at Marshall's and TJ Maxx for these palettes. Let's see. V says, Michelle, I did a Pretty in Pastels collab. Please check it out. Okay. Is that, you did that one with Monique, right? I had thought about doing it, but since we doing one at the end of the month, then I say, oh, I'll wait. I'll wait. Red says, there is still the turkey in my front yard. Lyric is barking at it, and the turkey is responding with gobble, gobble. Are you serious? That is too funny. You must have wooded area close to your house, too. Lucille's daughter says, the colors are brilliant. Aren't they beautiful? Red says, a dime bag. Yep, that's what it means. B says, oh my God, Red, they are communicating to each other. It sounds like they are. Lucille's daughter says, wow. Nettie says, a red December, a random turkey, so funny. Simply You Makeup says, yes, with Monique. Okay, yeah, because I remember she said, if you want to get in on this collab, come on, we're going to be doing it. So I might do one with her one day. She seems like she's really sweet. But like I said, we were doing like a similar one at the end of the month. So I'm like, I'll wait for our group to do it. Cola says Red and Simply. And Red says no wooded area right in the downtown Minneapolis. Really? That's unusual. I wonder where it came from. That is very unusual. Ladies, this palette is everything that's on this cover is exactly what's on my arm. Sheer, beautiful shades. And I like my eyes more drawn to, I'ma say, at the top of my arm more so than at the bottom for some reason. Even though, you might can use a little bit of those shades, but I'm really loving these at the top. I really am. I'm so glad I opened it. All right, so let me get it off my arm before I get it on my dress. So beautiful. And they wiped off really easy. So be sure to use a eyeshadow primer with these because they came off really easy. So like if it rained or something and you took a tissue and wiped your face, they would come off pretty easy. Real easy. Red says, this is part of Cara Beauty High Times collection. There is also Purple Haze and Girl Scout. Really? I couldn't find it. So how much is it? I can't go behind on my iPad and share any screens. I don't have that capability. I would have to be on my laptop to share a screen. I just want to know how much they are. V says Cara Beauty went all out on the palette names. Yeah, they did. High Times collection. There is also Purple Haze and Girl Scout. Wow. So I'm thinking that Girl Scout probably has a lot of greens in it. My Girl Scout dress was green. Yeah, they really did. I'm curious to see those other ones now, but I'm thinking that for $4.99, I have the one that my eye would have been drawn to. I really do. Because of these shades, they just look so good on tanned to dark complexions. And I don't know about the other palettes. Yeah, but I'm excited to use that one. $15 per palette, and the Girl Scout is greens. Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. Yep, that's I kind of figured $15 for that one. So I was right. I think I had said around $15 or $16 since I had got it for $4.99. Yeah. All right then. Well, I enjoyed myself with you guys this afternoon. As usual, we did an unboxing, opened some palettes, and made a discovery that orange pop is a really beautiful palette. That I'm really surprised about that. And then, of course, I shared my experience with housewife from Atlanta, Phaedra Parks, and Red did drop the link. And I apologize, the shakiness of the video, but I was not expecting it to happen. And so I just did the best I could. Ruck up it all. Hello at Age Graceful. Happy spring. Happy spring to you, hon. How are you doing? This lady right here is one of the most sweetest, sharing, generous, positive persons on YouTube. If you get a chance, you have to check out her channel. Hey at Red December. Nettie says, I'll definitely check out your conversation with Phaedra. Okay. Yeah. Red didn't know who she was, so I just gave her like a little information about Phaedra, based on just what we see on TV, since she didn't know her, because Red thought that, some of the things I shared with her were valuable to her. But I really enjoyed our conversation, and I will visit her Bigo room again. I don't know if I'll necessarily be asked to join her in her box, but I will visit her page again. The next contact I want to make, though, all of the Braxtons are on Bigo, including Miss Evelyn. And I want to say Miss Evelyn is maybe 2 or 3 years older than I am. I want to say. I went in her room and it was not crowded where we could have had a conversation, but there was a young lady up in her box, and the young lady was obviously going through something um, um, psychologically and mentally, and the whole conversation was just like over the top. And Miss Evelyn was trying her best to be helpful and to be respectful and be nice to her. But I could tell that it was like not what she it was not what she was expecting to hear and to have to go through. Because you have trolls, but I don't think this lady was a troll. I think she really had some serious issues, and she was asking for advice. And to me, I think that she should be in the hospital. The lady should have been in the hospital getting some help. V says hello at Ruck of It All. But anyway, I want to get where I can have some conversations with Miss Evelyn. I would really like that. Rusel's daughter says those colors would look beautiful with the sundress. Yes, with African colors, it would complement anyone. Yes, ma'am. I agree. Sandra says, hey, Ruck. Ruck says, I'm blessed, and so are you at Age Graceful. Oh, thank you. And I accept and I feel that way. I know I am. I know I am. Red says, hi at Ruck of All. Yes, so like her daughters, I'll go in their room because all of them, except for Tracy, to my knowledge, have no, Tony doesn't even have one. Tony and Tracy I have not seen on Bigo, but the rest of the girls are Tawana, um what's the loud one? The baby girl. Why can I think of her name? Tamar. Tawana, Tamar, and Trina. All of them have pages, but I have not seen Tony or Tracy. I heard Tracy was going to get a page, but I haven't seen it yet. But everybody is over on Bigo trying to make some money. Because 24,000 a month is nothing to laugh at. Roger Vidal says hi to Soul Food Queen. Nettie says Tamar. Yep, Tamar. Yep, the baby girl. And there's so much natural raw talent over on Bigo that I look when they sing or do their art. Why don't these people have managers? Why aren't they in the public eye? And why aren't they making money? Especially these two gentlemen, two African American. No, can't say African American because one of them lives in London, but they're black. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say black men, but they are not American men. But they have voices like angels, and I just shake my head. I don't know if it's because of the country they live in, if they don't have producers or managers or talent scouts, like how we do here in America. I don't know how they have been looked over, but they're making money on Bigo because when they sing, people, throw them gifts. And so they had the potential to reach the top tier to 24,000 a month, which I know if they keep going, they will make it. Red says, I saw a man on there with an old mask on. He got a ton of people in his room. Yeah, that's grandpa. Which at first I thought he was an old man, but it's all he uses mask and he uses makeup. It's actually really a younger man, and he will cuss your behind out. He is too funny, because you got some grandmothers on there too, 2 or 3 grandmother characters, that'll cuss you out too. They can be nice sometimes, and other times they'll cuss you out depending on how they feel. Work of it all says hello, it's simply you makeup. Beautiful natural makeup says have to go dinner time. Okay, sweetheart, enjoy your dinner because we're getting ready to wrap up too. I enjoyed everyone, but I wanted to make sure that if anyone was interested in that interview on Facebook, up in the top of the chat, Red did drop the link straight to that quick video. Well, it's not quick because it's 27 minutes, but just very interesting. And it's something that I will never forget. If I get another opportunity to talk to her, before I go up in her box, I'm going to ask her permission. Because these celebrities, they of course want to be paid for everything that their face is on, or their name is used on, pretty much, and they have people that they pay that watch the algorithm of all social media. And then, like I say, she's a attorney as well, so um, you just don't want to get in trouble like that. So my quick little unprofessional video is just on my little YouTube, just for me to look at in the future, kind of like I said, I enjoyed it. I really did. All right, ladies. Well, you all enjoy the rest of this beautiful Sunday afternoon and have a safe week. Get out in the yard and enjoy some of this wonderful sunshine if you can today. Maybe have a small barbecue, even if it's nothing but a hot dog. Enjoy life every day. Do something that makes you smile, right? And spending time with you all makes me smile, makes me happy. Okay. All right. You all have a good evening. Take care now.